Welcome back. Time for your business news now. We're going this way. Mike Eppel, good morning.
Hello, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Busy day, as per usual. I don't think there's such thing as a not busy business day.
When was the last one? When was the last slow news day?
I don't think there's no such thing
Seriously.
anymore. There is no such thing. A lot going on. Okay, let's start with CP Rail. This didn't last long, the work stoppage.
No, fortunately, short-lived, this work stoppage at CP Rail. The Teamsters Union and the company late last evening agreed, with the help of Labour Minister Seamus O'Regan, who was working as a bit of a mediator on this. The company and the union are going to binding arbitration, and they're going to work through that to get a new contract, which they've actually been negotiating since September last year. All the typical sticking points about wages and pensions and rest time for workers who are working some pretty long shifts. But at the same time, the demand, of course, for supply chain or supply train, I think, in this case, Melanie, this is the hope was that this work stoppage would not last long. They're going to be back on the job by noon today, local time. So the trains will be back rolling along. And look, this is good news just from an economic standpoint, for farmers, for small businesses, anybody looking for the supply of their goods to continue without disruption. So, the work stoppage coming to an end at CP Rail quite quickly, as it turned out.
No doubt a lot of pressures were being put on that, right?
Figure.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about the markets. TSX, big day.
Yeah, 190 points to the upside Monday, with the TSX above 22,000 for the first time in its history. It is easily the best performing stock market out there right now, with composite up by about 3.7% year to date. But look, the two stars of the show again. Energy stocks up 3% as a group. The price for oil yesterday spiked over 6%. It's above $110 per barrel this morning again. And the gold stocks were standouts as well, up another 2%. But, talking about the price for oil, Melanie, the European Union is now even discussing the idea of sanctions against Russian energy imports. That would be huge to the market. I mean, we've already got the U.S. in play, Canada banning Russian energy imports, but it's the European Union, with the Russians being a key supplier of energy. This after years of relying on Russia for both oil and natural gas. That could be the big bargaining chip, so to speak, the next one in the sanction efforts against Russia in the war in Ukraine.
Mike, Nike, in your words, just did it.
Again, their sales were down overall, but it's the issue with these multinational consumer companies, again, back to the supply chain. How are companies dealing with that, getting actual product to consumers? And Nike's doing okay. They weathered the storm, if you will. And I think a lot of this has to do with the fact that do not bet against American consumers right now. For everything that's going on, it is the roaring 20s from a spending standpoint. So Nike is, they saw big sales during the pandemic through e-commerce. They continued that. Their U.S. sales are up. Their profit margins are huge. China was a little bit weaker, but still okay. And as a result, I'm looking at the stock today up by about 6% in pre-market trade. So people are buying new shoes to go on trips and do all sorts of things, Melanie. People are spending money, even though interest rates are rising and debts are climbing. But in the short term, at least, pent-up demand, I guess.
Mike, are you a shoe guy? Sneaker guy?
Yes, well, to what extent? I'm not like buying shoes I collect toy tractors, not Air Jordans.
You're not a sneakerhead. Okay, that's fair.
No,
you got your
not
thing.
Really.
No problem.
No.
You're the tractor guy. We all know.
That's right.
Okay, do you have a new one by the way? One of those looks new up there.
Nothing. Don't worry. I'll let you know when there is another added to the collection. Don't worry about that.
All right, Mike. Have yourself a great day.
Thank you.
Take care.